Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today's phrase is, are you living to die? Go ahead and reflect on this and find any meaning or find anything you wish out of this saying, and then whenever you're done, go ahead and unpause the video. Okay, welcome back. This phrase of the day, or rather a question of the day, can be better understood just by replacing it with an analogous question such as, are you living to retire? Or a more common question, are you living for the weekend? These questions seem more and more relevant today as factors such as economic instability, declining job opportunities, and the ever growing inflation threaten to make retirement far more difficult for the younger generations, if it's even possible. To answer this question with anything other than a resounding no means we usually miss the point in living. The purpose of living is not to ensure that we just get a better future somewhere down the line, but to live in the real world as we're currently living in, which means now, like live here in the now, rather than trying to live in the past or the future. We frequently tell ourselves that we will be fine once we just get through this month or this week or this day, and we usually say something like, "I'll be better once this all passes," or it's usually what we tell ourselves. But now never passes. These promises that we tell ourselves have got to be some sort of sick, twisted coping mechanism that allows us to tolerate a unbearable reality, our day-to-day lives that we just are not interested in and just don't care to actually live in. And instead, we use our leisure time as a way to kind of just bear and get through what we're currently tolerating. So clearly, living for retirement or the weekend is more likely just to keep us trapped in these terrible circumstances that we're not fond of or we don't find favorable, than to help us to move through or past them. And I know what a question that would probably come up is, but what do we do instead? And so I'd say the first thing is, don't deceive yourself into thinking that anything ever improves just from the passage of time. Time happens and it goes by and things don't really ever change. It's the Oedipus on change is on us, not on time. And then secondly, I would say decide on what you truly want out of life. This is that's easily the most difficult thing. Find out what you want to do with your life, what you want to do in life is extraordinarily difficult. It's a difficult question. I mean, even if people ask you like, "Oh, what do you like? What are you interested in?" Even asking simple questions like that, you're like, "Oh," you actually have to kind of reflect on it. Be like, "Oh, I think I like this type of music, or I like writing, or like making music." And usually we do a lot of things without even fully understanding that we, truly like these things, or what component or aspect of those things that why we like them. We don't. It's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing to understand. It's like, to understand what we truly want, we first have to understand ourselves truly, and that is an extremely difficult thing. That's a skill that I think you you develop over time and from just observing your behaviors and how you act and react and how you like what you do with your time is a good one to look at. And then I would say the last part is to sacrifice parts of your free time to work towards the goals that you truly want to desire to obtain in life. So if you want to be more physically fit, then sacrifice spare time to exercise. If you want to eat better meals, then sacrifice some time and some mental effort to learn how to cook. Look up like YouTube videos, get like a cooking book, experiment in the kitchen. It's a process of basically trial and error. You have to get in the kitchen. Trust me, I know. I've been trying to learn how to cook. You get in there, you ruin meals, and you're like, well, I burnt that, or the seasoning wrong, or I put too much salt, or whatever, and you ruined it. And you're like, this sucks. But it's the only way you get better is from failure. And then, so life doesn't ever change simply just because it ages. Just because like time passes doesn't mean anything like actually changes, other than you getting old. But most people don't even change when they age. There's plenty of people I've met that are like in their 40s and 50s, and they are as immature as a teenager. So obviously, time passing by itself is not the answer. So, but change does come from through your own sacrifice and through in like difficult or like intense labor. Like you have to work towards it. It's not something that's just handed over to you. If you want to get better at reading, for example, because I know the literacy rates for reading are just pretty much down across the board in like almost every country. And learning how to read and getting better at reading, it's a difficult thing. You pick up a book that's beyond your capabilities, and it's a pretty difficult. It's difficult to make sense of it, and but you improve over time. It's difficult. It's challenging. You feel like an idiot while you're going through the process, but you do get better over time when through like your persistence. And so, just find out what you want to do, and then just keep working at it. Essentially, is what I'm getting at. Because if you want change, you have to change it. You have to do something about it. Time passing isn't gonna just fix everything and make everything go away. And in fact, usually when time goes by, it makes things worse. So usually you want to kind of tackle things head on and not waste too much time. But anyways, thank you for your time. Tell me what you thought about this discussion or rant or tirade or whatever you want to call it. Thank you all and have a good day.